Hi, everybody. I'm your instructor for this course. It's already a hot morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So stay cool, drink a lot of water, and let's learn something about literature. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my student mode here, and I'll pretend to be a student looking up the course materials for the first time. So just scroll down to week one, click on week one. I have a slow internet connection here, so bear with me. Um, and just as a preview, I know this is a lot of stuff, but this isn't even all the stuff that I use for my Intro to Lit course that's 14 weeks long. So, patience. You'll get through it. Some of the stuff is very simple to do. Some of it's a little just takes longer to do. And this first week we talk about the three genres that are part of um, the course: poetry, short stories, and plays. We did talk about a fourth one. I'll talk about that later. Nonfiction. So when I say a to-do checklist, this is just for your information, so you can check these off as you go. So for the first chunk of this week, that's due on Tuesday morning, make sure you do the assignment, discussion board 1 and discussion board 2. There's the assignment right there. Follow the directions. Please note we have a Google community here. Click on that and join it. I really want you to join it. And if you don't like that one, there's one down here. Same community, just redundancy. All right, there's a discussion board. Remember, in the discussion boards, every time you see one of these, it's a discussion board. Okay? You'll notice I said, remember to visit at least 3 other folk and comment on their introductions to get full credit. If you don't do that, you don't get full credit. 3 people is not that big a deal. More if you can. That's the bare minimum. Again, another discussion board here. Both of these are due Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Why 7 a.m.? Because I'll spend a good bit of the morning looking through them and seeing how things are going, grading stuff, and so that you have as much immediate feedback as you can get. Um, Make sure that you look at these 3 versions of Western Wind. We're talking about poetry here, defining poetry, and then there are 1, 2, 3 other items that may or may not be poems. You have to think about that as part of the assignment. Okay, the second chunk of the week is poetry, defining poetry. Down here is the first textbook reading. So do this textbook reading. Remember that we are using the fifth edition of Backpack Literature. Um, this book right here. Now, if you have a different book, like the third edition, or you have a lot, just so long as you can read the assignments and follow the pages. I won't have time to look up other editions, but if you can do it, fine. Um, so, as we scroll down, there's another discussion board right here. And here's a creative piece. Now, I don't expect you all to be great poets, but I do expect you to be able to follow directions here. And the directions are rather long, and they will seem odd, but it's really hard to fail this assignment if you follow the directions. Really hard. Now, some will be better than others. That's just a matter of course. All right. This is the third item. It's short stories. Did you checklist number 3? Okay, so you're going to do all these things these are due on July the 7th, which is a Saturday. So stuff is due on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays. I know, it's a lot. So you're going to you have an assignment here. You have a discussion board here. You pretty got the idea that you're going to have discussion boards every week. And here's a creative piece called a 55-word short story. All of these have examples that you might look at. And down here I see I'll be posting some of these to the G Plus community. If you want to post your own or for others to read, then have at it. That G Plus community is for you. I'll spend more time in it than I usually do because it's a summer course and I want you all to take advantage of each other's brilliance. And you all are brilliant. Okay, here's the fourth item. This is due on Monday at 7 a.m., July the 9th. Man, this class will go fast. This is my first time teaching it, so, bear with me. So these are all the items that you have to do for this fourth section. You're going to define a play. Here's online copies. We're going to read Trifles. Trifles is also in the book. Okay. Here's the reading assignments in the book. You really need to read all of these things because they will help you come up with a better definition of a poem, a short story, or a play. There's your definition of the play. Again, here's some emphasis on going to the G Plus community as well as here. Here's a creative piece, a 1-minute play. This will probably be the hardest thing, the thing that most of y'all have not done before. But here's some directions for how to do it. Here's a YouTube channel with 1-minute plays right here. It's a really fun play, give you some idea. You could be humorous with these. And if you have problems, there are some improv dialogue prompts in the attached PDF. So you go up here and you open this up. And when you open up stuff here, sometimes you'll see it here, sometimes you'll say you have to go outside of Blackboard, whatever you got to do. And here's the scene. Two friends are trying to decide where to go for dinner. Player one, you have expensive taste. You want to go to La Dolce Vita in an elegant Italian restaurant. Player two, you have casual taste. You want to go to Ruby's House of Ribs. So what these improvs do is they set up a conflict, and then you try to resolve the conflict in a scene. Now, don't leave it hanging. You want it to resolve, but maybe it'll resolve in a way that includes that's another conflict. I don't know. So whatever you do, use those. You don't have to use those. You can make your own up if you want to, but use those to help you write the scene. A 1-minute play is 1 page. 1 page per minute. That's how plays usually work. Okay, I've already gone too long. 7 minutes is a long screencast. I am hoping that that you will have fun in this course. And I know I'm going to have fun teaching, and I learn new stuff all the time. That's the dirty, rotten little secret of teaching, is that they pay you to learn. Or I should say, you pay me to learn. So I want you to get your money's worth, and you should want to get your money's worth. So have at it. Talk to you later.